as well. Whenever something happens, I know you guys heard it. Even if you're on the live stream, you can hear them through the mics of the casters, right?
The crowd was wild early.
They go really wild. So again, please come on over to the Smart Internet Coliseum and again, ticketnet.com.ph. All of that info is available on msc.mobilelegends.com.
Especially when it was Archangel up. You know, it was
especially that time, man.
Stadium went nuts.
They were literally roaring, and that's, you know what, that's something I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see the stadium roar when EVOS wins.
I mean, I felt the ground shake as soon as Archangel won game 1.
Yeah, I mean, it was unfortunate, of course, that they lost 2-1.
The Indonesian powerhouse.
By Indonesian powerhouses, Luver Esports. Again, that's something that we're going to have to watch out for later on, because I think they will still be playing.
Yeah.
So you're not too late, guys. You have the ability to play here whenever you come here and watch here. So don't forget, it's going to be a really intense action here. So please drop on by.
But you know what's a very terrible thing?
What?
The Filipino to Filipino Grand Finals is impossible now.
Yeah, that's the thing right now.
Goodness.
If you've been watching since the start, it's not gonna happen. But for the meantime, let's talk about the game. EVOS Esports SG versus GeekFam. For EVOS, we have JPL on the Cho, Soul on Trisla, Potato on the Kari, Ace on the Akai, and Odir Bambi. He's on the Gusha, and they're not having a hard time on the ball top lane.
Ripo's
Ripo!
dangerously low right now, being chased down by Trisla, and the first one's coming in for Trisla. Soul will take his own soul. And of course, to mention GeekFam's line, oh my goodness, JPL is going to converge on too easy for Jeps, but he will back away because the tower shots are getting too nasty.
Yeah, he flickered in. Level 1 Joe.
Level 1
flickering over the tower just to get in range. That just goes to show the priority of EVOS Esports here. Get those kills early on.
Yeah, get those kills early on, and Soul is going to have a grand time getting that first blood solo. It was a 2v1 at that, but of course, for GeekFam, we have Ripo on the Esmeralda, Dominus on the Selena, too easy for Jeps on the Minotaur, Sorn on the Kaja, and Beaks on the Hayabusa. And of course,
strong picking on the top side.
It's a 3v2. People are going to converge on the knockoff. Is going to come in, and Ripo is going to be taking down the first to fall, but no, they won't follow it up, and GeekFam walk away from that one.
What a very powerful showing here for the top lane already of EVOS Esports SG. Bottom lane, they already have Potato with Ace going on babysitting duties. So it's just going to be chilling for the big majority of the time. So this is the plan for EVOS, right? Get Potato items, have Ace protect them, then the other 3, they will go for the kill.
Basically, just don't let Potato die.
Yeah, don't let
Potato die. And of course, for Dominus, for GeekFam rather, have the Selena land the arrows, and they'll be Gucci. They'll be fine.
Yeah, they are absolutely fine. Again, EVOS, they're just trying to make pickoffs while at the same time not giving away too much. JPL looks like he wants to get something done, but it will not happen. He's not level 4 yet, so he doesn't have Way of the Dragon. No potential for pickoffs yet. And now GeekFam, they know they're on the hunt.
Despite the fact that EVOS got the first blood, it is still kind of a slow-paced game. They're still hiding in the bushes right now, hoping to get a pick-up. But look at this, the Abyssal Arrow is going to be thrown out.
Level 4!
Still no Divine Judgment. Level 4 for Zorn already, but does not connect in any Divine Judgment whatsoever, and they will walk away. But at this point, the turtle is going to be worked on, and JPL is going to walk in, and the Divine Judgment connects to the Gujon, and JPL will be the last one left. Ace is just hiding behind that turtle pit. Will they contest this though? That is the big question. They are trying to zone them out.
Oh my god.
Hayabusa will secure that turtle, and now Ace is going to activate the Hurricane Dance. The knockup is going to come. Cho is going to slay the Selena, and of course Ace is going to be the only one left. It is a 3v2, but they choose not to go for it now. It is a 2-for-2.
Yeah, that's a very powerful showing there for GeekFam, letting EVOS know that you cannot just bully us non-stop. We will be able to fight back as long as we get a good position, and you cannot take objectives away from us that easily.
Again, it's not much of a difference right now. The gold lead is just like 200 gold lead and just equal 2 kills, and now the carry, just what they wanted, to be left alone so far. And Soul is going to deal with this 2v2 at this point. Top lane, he's proxying it in, but the Gujan is in the back lines, if you can see the map right now.
Yeah, the map seems a lot more open as well for the EVOS Esports SG because of the pressure and because of the minion wave control. JPL, Way of the Dragon, into Zorn, gonna be able to back off. For the meantime, the Cushion Blades not gonna be reaching him just yet.
Yeah, they're probably gonna force this one. Repo is in fact chasing Soul down. Zorn probably has flicker rather, and go for the Divine Judgment, but no, I don't think they will. Soul is gonna wait. Soul's gonna wait. And he's probably gonna converge on
top
the
lane.
Top lane
For sure. There we go.
Divine Judgment is gonna connect, but the Abyssal Arrow will not find anybody. But they will be able to dive this one if they choose to do so. It is they are getting dangerously low right now. Soul is just a few more hits away, but they don't want to risk it right now. Dominus just taking a lot of tower shots. And the mid lane turret in exchange will be destroyed.
Too easy for Jeffy. He just stood there. He knew he couldn't kill the minion anymore. That's why he just let it go. And again, tried not to get himself killed. Top lane, bottom lane.
Phoenix is going to be converged on by 4 people. The tower dive and the 4 people will be able to get that bottom lane turret as well. Zorn just trying to zone them off. They're trying to zorn them off.
Zorn them off, yeah. Zorn them off, my brother. Alright, so EVOS, again, they have a great composition for a Hayabusa. You know what? They can kill the Hayabusa with the Akai very easily as long as he gets caught. And that's what's happening right now. So I really like that Geek Fam is, they're still aware that they have a win condition. And they are trying to make a kill work here.
They are trying to look for the Selena as well, trying to not get caught by the Abyssal Arrow, and that's how EVOS Esports is going to win. As long as the Gujan catches that Selena or the Kaja, they will win the clash guaranteed. And Geek Fam, I know they're already aware of that, and they should be super, super careful.
Absolutely, the awareness as well for Geek Fam that, you know what, we cannot fight just yet. Hayabusa does not have items. He cannot do the shadow kills very effectively. So right now, what EVOS is doing, they're hunting them down. Yeah, they know this.
Yeah. They know how to shut down the Hayabusa. And goes the Divine Judgment. Is getting connecting. The Hurricane Dance is also proc, but no clash will happen. Just one more hit on that tower though. And here it goes. They're still very persistent about this.
That was a pretty perfectly timed Purify there for that carry. It allowed that carry to make a big escape, despite, so that was supposed to be a kill. Even if you're under leveled, even if the items aren't good, you can still do that as long as someone has Divine Judgment. Speaking of Divine Judgment, it's going to be Zorn being caught off by the Akai. No one there to follow up, but for the meantime, I feel like EVOS, they're slowly treading into Geek Fam territory.
I mean, they already have the map control right now. EVOS Esports is looking good so far, but they're also invading the jungle. That's the thing. You always got to take into consideration how the jungle is being controlled by either of the teams, but it looks like EVOS Esports is doing that right now.
Yeah, it's pretty beautiful how they're making the Terizla pick work as well. We said we have Terizla 50% win rate. Yeah, more or less right now. They're making it
right
work.
Now, the Abyssal Arrow does not find anybody. That was a potential clash over there. That was really good. And Soul survives the wrath of 3 people. That was kind of weird.
It really was. At the same time, look at EVOS JPL. He's just walking on the side. He's waiting for someone to get in the wrong position, waiting for a good Way of the Dragon, while the top lane is pushing.
Top lane is pushing indeed, and now Soul is being converged on once more, but Soul, he's soulless. You can't kill him, but...
Except like that, except the tower.
The caster's curse.
Yeah.
Right? The caster's curse. I spoke too soon, but okay, Soul is going to be taken down by that tower, giving Fam a lot more advantages.
I guess a hero can't kill him, but a tower is a different story. It's true damage. You cannot reduce that at all. Yeah. So for the meantime, it's going to be Geek Fam. They got a Soul for the meantime. Of course, there will be a turtle open. This will be the next point extension for both of these teams.
Now they're just waiting in the wings right now, trying to look for that potential pickup. The Lord has respawned. They know where it is, but they want to get one character off. They want to get one hero off, and JPL is going to run into the entire enemy team right now, knocking them both up. And now the Divine Judgment is going to connect as well. He will be taken down. It is now a 4v5. This could be an easy Lord for Geek Fam.
This feels like a very easy one for Geek Fam, as long as Zorn has Divine Judgment, but right now it's not going to be a case. Minoan Fury could be procced very soon here. Gotta be careful. Right now, they are going and converging around the Lord area. Minoan Fury locked down. Only JP, only Ace.
But
everyone else.
follow up.
Yeah, no follow up. So GeekFam being very, very indecisive here. It's so difficult for this to work without the Minoan Fury. So they back off. They try again later when it's on cooldown.
It could have been a really good Lord for them if they just went without the Cho. The Cho was dead. They should have tried to contest for the Lord, but they didn't go for it. The Minoan Fury was also activated, but it looks like he has it right now. JPL is going to try to harass him off this map.
Yeah.
But of course, they're not going to be faced by this.
That was a very half-baked decision, so hopefully we'll get to see something else later on, because right now, I feel like the Lord is going to be a very easy EVO's objective, so they take it. They are now ready. They're starting to get the minion waves ready as well, so it's very easy for them to make a push in any lane right now.
EVOS is doing an excellent job zoning GeekFam out of their own jungle. It is such a good thing for them to be doing that, but the Lord is also called out in the mid lane, so that's going to be a lot of pressure for GeekFam already, considering that the top lane and bottom lane is being pushed and the Hayabusa is just struggling to split push right now.
Yeah, they're also controlling the minion waves so efficiently. So right now, EVOs, they are going to be picking off all lanes. One on top, three in mid, and one on bottom.
And one Lord in the mid lane as well. They have to take that into consideration. A potential clash might happen right now.
Will he use the penalty zone? That's going to be the question.
The Thousand Pounder is going to be used. The Hurricane Dance is also proc right now. The Divine Judgment on Repo, and they will be shut down. The Gujon, the Esmeralda also out of this fight. It is now a 5v3. What will GeekFam do? The too easy for Jumpy, getting dangerously low. The Incandescence is also activated, and he will be able to take down the Minotaur, and the mid lane turret will be destroyed.
That is basically it. EVOs, no one left to defend against them. They will take game one of this series. GeekFam is gonna be behind by one.
Alright, so as I predicted, EVOS Esports will take game one, but it's still not the entire series though. GeekFam still has a potential comeback factor in this game, but I'm sure our friends Matthew and Gideon will be super happy.
They are gonna be jumping, I am sure. So I want to see those guys' reaction later on.
I mean, I see Gideon right now.
Yeah, he's very happy. I think he's just fixing himself after jumping here. So, EVOS, I mean, so non-stellar performance. He missed the very big penalty zone, but everyone else did fair job. What a beautiful performance and a beautiful engage during that last one. And that left GeekFam without any means of answering that very quick 10 minute and 45 second game.
The main mistake of GeekFam there was they were very separated in terms of team fight.
Yes.
Rippo went straight into the enemy team with the falling star moon. He was already focused at that moment on. But let's look at the highlights right now.
Yeah, let's have a check at the highlights here. Of course, Rippo is also just very strong in the early game. I mean, but he overestimated himself, right?
Yeah.
That should have been a very strong Esmeralda, but we did not see any impact at all. The GeekFam win condition was to get solo kills, which again,
It didn't work. They tried to get solo kills, but it was way too late. EVOS Esports, the comeback factor, and also how they can just push in and get out. The EVOS Esports did that perfectly, and GeekFam could not respond perfectly. And look at this. He went on his own with the falling star moon, and he got focused. That was
so disjointed there by GeekFam. So right now, EVOS, they are seeming to be a bit of a different form from what we saw in the previous MPL Season 3 Malaysia-Singapore Grand Final. So, man, my prediction is going to be turned around here very quickly. I can already feel it right here.
I mean, GeekFam can still come back for this. This is the best of 3 series. So let's see what went wrong initially for GeekFam right there.
Let's talk about that. So GeekFam, their win condition was to make assassinations work. If you get Selena early on, you have to get some kills, or else you are not doing something right. If you get Selena, early game kills. Basically, you don't rely on mid game, you don't rely on late game, you start early because your arrow is already at 100% effectiveness with the stun duration. early on.
But the Abyssal Arrows weren't finding anybody.
Yes.
The Abyssal Arrows, I mean, the Hayabusa always, they tried to look for kills. The Hayabusa tried to look for kills, but it was negated by the Akai.
Yes,
The
exactly.
Akai did a very well job.
Yeah, and another win condition that they had was to get a strong Hayabusa to use the Kaija. I think they just severely underused the Kaija ultimate in this game. I don't remember any really strong Kaija engages, other than a few here and there. So it was on cooldown. It was off cooldown a lot.
Yeah.
And when you have Divine Judgment, that ticker, that timer for cooldown should always be running. I could see it green so many times.
To be honest, GeekBam should have won that game because of their draft. They had the Kaija, they had the Minotaur, they had the Selena, for Pete's sake. They
Exactly.
should have won every clash they had. But here's the thing.
Anyway, for the meantime, when we talk about that, hold your butt. Everyone's waiting for the giveaway right there on your screens. They might not know this because we're talking.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier.
We were talking about the giveaway earlier. Type that in to the website here for Mobile Legends, web.mobilelegends.com. Claim that, get that.
It could be you that's getting this code right now, so
Yeah.
get into your game. Or better yet, have your game logged in already and wait for more codes later
Yeah,
on, because
just
they are
get
giving
that.
they are giving away codes every after game. That's as far as I know, every after game. So guys, make sure you redeem this, and we hope you're happy with what you got.
Yeah, you're gonna get random stuff there, and let us know on the chat what you got, and then let us know on the chat what you predict is gonna happen in this game too. Because if Evos keeps playing like that, if Evos keeps manhandling Geek Fam like that, they have a very good chance of coming up with a 2-0
They
here.
could potentially get their revenge from Geek
Yes.
Fam.
Oh my
And
gosh.
Matthew and Gideon would be so happy about this.
Yeah, they would be jumping on their seats. Revenge for MPL MYSG Season 3 Grand Finals, where Evos seemed like they were caught off guard. And this looks like a completely different Geek Fam from what we saw back there.
Yeah, I want to talk a bit. I want to talk about a bit of lore coming into before this event started. Okay, so me, Matthew, Gideon, and I were talking, right? And we found out that the schedule, it was going to be another Geek Fam versus Evos Esports. And Matthew and Gideon were so hyped up for this. They're even watching right now, right in front of us. And they're like, dude, can we switch? Can we switch schedules? And we were like, we can't do that. We can't do that.
That wasn't gonna happen. They're gonna be so biased in this game. It's actually very ethical that we got this. So, and for the meantime, again, that's just part of the fun there.
Yeah.
Of course, Singapore has so many supporters as well.
Yes,
here in the Philippines, you can hear.
I mean, have you read the chat on the live stream?
The chat just goes nuts. So whenever Evos roars in that one, whenever they go for a big team fight, everyone in the chat just roars. Everyone in the stadium roars as well.
Yeah.
And we hope you guys, all those Geek Fam supporters out there, show your flags on the chat. Type in hashtag GFWin or hashtag EvosWin.
Let us know who you're supporting in the chat right now, so they can have that moral support that they need, because Evos Esports is just one win away and Geek Fam could be going home.
Yeah, so that's very scary. This is the bottom of the barrel bracket, so we have to be careful. One loss here and you're out.
One loss here and you're out indeed. So what does Geek Fam need to prioritize here?
I'm thinking about having a change up here of banning out the Cho altogether, because I feel like I can see now the reason why the Cho keeps constantly getting banned here for Evos, despite, Geek Fam being able to use the Cho.
Yeah.
I feel like if you give it to Evos, you're such a difficult game to win.
That was the biggest mistake of Geek Fam, and ironically, Geek Fam should be the ones who know Evos Esports the best, so
Yes,
they should
exactly.
be knowing that they should ban out the Cho.
I'm
But
looking
that was
for
their
that.
biggest mistake. The biggest mistake of Geek Fam was giving away the Cho. They should, even though they had to risk giving away the Kaja as well.
Yeah, I feel like the Kaja just was underutilized. I hope I can see more, better Divine Judgment. Remember, there was a Divine Judgment on top lane where it was a bit too late that the carry already realized it and used Purify to dodge out of the Divine Judgment. In case you guys are wondering how the carry did that, after you press Purify, there's 1 second where you are immune to crowd control. You have to press Purify first, and then Divine Judgment should attack you Therefore, that's how the really long string happens, where divine judgment is useless.
That's some fun facts right there. The did you know factors from
Yeah,
Rockhard.
there's a lot of that coming here in this matchup.
A lot to
Considering,
learn.
did you know that Terizla is broken? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Terizla was not
Tonton,
that.
did you hear that?
Terizla was not that powerful in that game because again, he got a lot of bullying pressure from Geek Fam.
Yeah.
Which I think they should have been doing that onto the side where there was a carry.
That's actually the perfect
Right.
term. That's actually the perfect term. Soul in that game was a complete bully.
Yeah.
Soul was a complete bully. He was being bullied by 3 other people, but he said, "You know what? I'm gonna be the bully."